Hi, Brigitte. I see you now.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's so wonderful to sit with you. So I have this interesting thing that shows up sometimes. It's like active thinking isn't happening, and I'm really kind of blending in to this oneness. And then I have these little dream states that pop up. And I just find it so curious and interesting that the mind is so invested in having contents that if there aren't any active thoughts happening, then these little dream states pop up instead. And sometimes they're related to me somehow, and sometimes they're not. And that was, I think, what led me to speak up is you said something about these little contractions, and that's what it feels like. Then I don't want to be abrupt about it, but when I notice one of those dream states showing up, there is a little contraction that happens, and then I'm back in the did you call it the unified field? Somebody that I've been, yeah. So then I feel like I'm more back in the unified field. Have you had any experience with those dream states?
Well, I'm not sure what you mean with a dream state. What happens for you?
Kind of like, that space between sleeping or between waking and sleeping, where you fall into a dream state and, these scenarios start playing out. And, either you fall asleep or you're like, oh, that's interesting. How did that, where did that come from? Sort of like that. Just some scenario shows up that's often not even related to me, but maybe there's some weird connection that my mind has made. And so now it's producing this little video for me of some place.
Yeah, I would just let them come and go. And if there's interest, explore, and naturally you will come always back sooner or later again to the resting. But if there's curiosity, be curious about it and just play with it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't
it is
feel
a dream
like I'm
state, so it
asleep.
comes and goes.
Sorry.
Pardon? Go for it.
Oh, I just meant I don't feel like I'm falling asleep.
No, I don't hear that. Yeah. It's not about falling asleep or not. Just let them come. Yeah. And get curious about them. And also then fall back. So in that dream state, do you still sense you're resting back? And you kind of see, yeah. So keep on resting back and let that state do what it does. Yeah. Because it's in a way the same when we so-called go into the world. Yeah. We're resting back and it's a dream. Yeah. So it's the same as being in the world and we go out there. It's also a dream. And then there are different qualities of dreaming. I would definitely play with it and resting back and just noticing this dream and see. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. And then you will find if it's something that, wants to be revealed through that, or some wisdom wants to come through, you will know. Or it's just not interesting, and then Just letting go happens.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And at some point, but my sense is that's not happening. But at some point, what will happen more and more, the more you're resting back, then you come into, a really pure state of being. Let's call it a samadhi. And first, you're just not there. There's no dream, there's no state. There's not even someone to experience it. But then you can wake up in that too, and then have movement or see things. But I don't see that so much as a dream state. So that's, keep resting back and get curious about it till just to investigate in it and then see what you find, if anything at all. Okay.
Thanks.
Great question. Great to see you, Brigitte.